Hey everybody, welcome back to Bearded Cubing 101. My name is Joe, I'm your host, the Bearded Cuber. And this little guy here is Buster. He just woke up from a nap. And he's a little purring machine. I don't know if you can hear that. But okay, so Buster here is actually our new CEO of Bearded Cubing 101. He's basically taken over the joint. And he's a domestic short hair. He's about 5 months old. He loves to run, jump, hide, climb, you know, all that stuff while he's telling me what to do here at BeardedCubing 101. Geez, hang on for 1 second. My battery is running low. Back in business. Okay, so that's Buster. I'm going to go ahead and grab Buddy now and introduce you to him. But before I do, I just want to let you know what today's video is going to be about. Today is, well, it's meteorological, hang on, I can do this, meteorological fall. So technically it's fall. So we're going to start season 3 of Bearded Cubing 101. We'll do the fall season. So here's the fall season lineup. All these cubes right here, we're going to do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 cubes. And today's video is going to be kind of, and I'm going to show you how to solve this one right here. I'll just show you this one, and then we're gonna solve this one right here. We'll do that at the end of the show. It's super simple. But we have a very easy lineup for the fall schedule. We're going to do an unboxing. We're going to do a segment of the show I'm going to call Real Talk with the Bearded Cuber. Right? We're going to hammer out some details that we need to get straight. Oh, hold on. And here, have the rest of these. See those? And let's see. I don't know. It's going to be like a little bit of a variety show. But, you know, we'll try and make this as entertaining as possible. And that's it. So, yeah, let me go get Buster, see if he's awake. Or Buddy. Alright, so everybody, this is Buddy. He's a Turkish van. So that's the breed of cat. Turkish vans are white. They have a spot on them right here. You can actually tell that they're a van with the markings that they have on their forehead here. So it looks like a V shape. They got yellow eyes or blue eyes or one of each. And, you know, he's like 7 or 8 months old, and he's like a solid muscle, like 10 pounds solid muscle. Hardly an ounce of fat on this guy. And there's a great story, a few stories that go along with the Turkish vans. And one of them is, my favorite one, is this. So Noah's Ark, he actually built an ark and filled it with a bunch of animals, two of every kind, and you know, for the impending biblical flood. And so finally the ark was filled with animals. It set sail. And when it finally made landfall on today's modern-day Mount Ararat, the story goes that when the animals were egressing off of the ship, Noah became a little bit impatient. It might have taken quite a while for all those animals to come off the ship. But the Turkish vans were the last of the animals to come off the ship, and Noah accidentally closed the door a little too early, and well, he closed it on the van's tail, and the van screamed out in pain. And well, what happened was the hand of God came down immediately, and he touched the Turkish van just like this, and he instantly took away the van's pain, and any of its suffering, and its remembrance of having its tail hurt. And in doing so, after he touched them, the spot that's on the side of all these Turkish vans has been known as the thumbprint of God. So it retained the thumbprint of God when God touched them and took away his pain. So that's the Turkish van story. So those are the guys. So let's get back to these cubes, man. We'll do a little bit talking. I'll show you these cubes. I'll demonstrate one for you at the end. We'll do the unboxing and we'll take it from there. So let's get back to these cubes here. All right, so first one on the lineup here is the Meffert's Venus pillow. It's the 3x3x3. It's pretty hefty at $22. Yeah, I don't really know if it's worth it, but it's basically your standard 3x3. So, your basic standard, I don't have one here, but your basic standard 3x3, this is it. But it's got different shapes to it, and, it's just, I guess the point of the cube is, it's just a variation on a theme, but if you're having trouble with spatial orientation, for some reason, the different shape of this cube, and I mean, I'm talking like these pieces right here, they're just cut out differently. They're not, square shapes. They're just these kind of crazy cutout shapes. And it's actually pretty cool the way that they fit together. I like it. I think it's really nice. It doesn't turn particularly well, but, it does the job. And I guess it could help you out with, I don't know, spatial orientation, but different shapes. Let's just go with that. So this is, I'm not going to do a demonstration on this cube, just because if you know how to solve the 3x3, then you know how to solve this cube. So I'm just showing it to you. All right, so the cube that we're going to do a demonstration on today, at the end of this video, is the 2x2x3, so 2x2x1, 2, 3 cuboid cube. This one runs you $5. Now, all of these cubes here, I kind of, aside from these two here, and maybe this one, I would call them like a fidget cube. They're really small. This thing's tiny. I mean, compared to my microphone or my pinky, it's almost my pinky's just slightly bigger than this cube here. But it's a $5 cube, and it's totally worth it, man, because here's the deal. The reason I'm going to teach you these cubes here is because between season 1 and season 2, I taught you everything from a 2x2 all the way up to a Gigaminx. And in doing so, and there was a whole host of cubes in between, and in doing so, I taught you a bunch of algorithms that you're going to be able to use with these cubes. So, with the real talk segment of this show, basically, here it goes. Sometimes you have to give your brain a rest. Okay, so it's not about just inundating yourself with more knowledge all the time. Sometimes you have to take that knowledge that you do have and let it marinate for a while, so your brain can cement it in. And sometimes your brain just needs time to absorb and think about the material that was that you've presented it. And to keep your brain fresh on it, you can use these little fidget cubes to do the same algorithms, okay, to help cement those algorithms into your head. And so I'm going to show you how these cubes are going to be kind of like, I know nothing about any kind of sport ball, like, baseball, football, or any of that. I know nothing about sports, but what I do know is that there is a fundamental that you have to know. You have to know these fundamentals, whether it's sports or cubing or whatever else you're doing. You have to know the fundamentals, and you have to drill it into yourself so that you can do it without even really thinking. It's got to be like a reflex. There's times where I'm doing cubes and not even thinking about it, you know. But the second I start thinking about it and the second I start concentrating on it, like, you know, when I'm doing these tutorials, you know, you're like, you second guess yourself, and like, wait a minute, hang on. No, that's not right. You know, but so the more you think about it, the more you could be psyching yourself into not being able to perform the algorithms correctly or cubing at your best. I find some of my best cubing is done when I'm not really even thinking about anything, including the cubing. I don't know how to explain that, but you know, I think other people can, you know, people who are very good at cubing can tell you the same thing, or people that are very good at sports. You know, you don't want to psych yourself out into a put yourself in a position where, you know, you're concentrating on something so much that that's all you see, you know, and it's not going to work out for you. I don't know. Oh, that's refreshing. Okay. So next up after this one is going to be the LAN 3x3x2 speed brain cube puzzle. This is going to run you about $6.75. So it's 3x3x2. It's a good puzzle. I like it. And again, it's going to teach you how to do those fundamentals, and you know, you're going to be able to get it done very quickly. And one thing that I have learned about cubing is you don't want to underestimate any cube. Okay, because the second you start underestimating a cube, that's when you start painting yourself into a corner here, because you think it's so easy, and then all of a sudden, once you got your hands on it, you're like, wait a minute, it's not as easy as you think it was, you know. And case in point is going to be this one right here. Okay, so remember, get these fundamentals down, man. Get these cubes. It's a small investment, $6.75 for this thing. I'd get it all day long. All right, so the next one is the MF8 Dino, D-I-N-O cube. It's about $8.50. Wait a minute. That would be this one. Okay, this here is the Dino cube. $8.50. Very nice cube. This cube is actually going to be it's going to lead in on how to do other cubes. Okay, so we're going to, you know, start at the bottom level and work our way up. So, you know, if you're going to learn these cubes, you know, start small and work your way up. So you have those building blocks, and you have that knowledge as a foundation. Okay, so then this one, the 2x2 pyramids. Okay, we're going to be getting into some pyramid cubes. We've already done a few, but you know, we're going to do like the volcano cube. We're going to do a bunch of them. You know, I actually like pyramid cubes. They're very interesting, but again, you have to know the foundations of these things, you know, and the fundamentals of them. So $9 for this one. I think it's worth it. I like it. It's nice. Next one up is the Ivy, or the Ivy Leaf cube. I think it's just called Ivy Leaf. And this one's real nice. Super simple. But it gives you the foundation. It's almost kind of like a skewb kind of thing. I think it is a skewb. And it is a very nice cube. It gets your brain going. It's very nice. After that, we're going to be doing the LAN. It's LAN 2x3x3. It's the pie shape round column speed cube. $9. Very nice cube. I like it a lot. Kind of reminds me of that barrel cube. Very nice. It utilizes the same algorithms that I have already shown you in previous videos. So we're going to be able to get through this one easy as pie. Get it? Pie? Yeah. Okay. So, Let's see. Did I? Yeah. All right. This one here is the ThinkMax Qubit Shenshao 2x2 Master Morphics Speed Cube. So it's a 2x2 cube, and it's very nice, man. You know, like I said, we're gonna be getting into some pyramid cubes, and this is just a round pillow-shaped pyramid. Very nice at $8. I like it a lot. I highly suggest you get this one if you want to learn how to do pyramid cubes. Okay, next one we're gonna get into the this one right here. This is the Moyu Ready Magic Cube. Very nice. I like this a lot. $13.50. Very smooth. And the way it turns is kind of like a soccer ball kind of deal, but it's pie shaped. Or pie shaped. It's square shaped, but you know it just turns in like these corner rotating motions right here. Okay, and then the last one is this one. This is the 2017 New Magic Dart Magic Hexagon Flower Cube. Yeah, that's what it says. $8. I've had this cube for quite some time. It's been sitting in my box of cubes, and you know, I've got cubes in there. I still haven't opened. You know, you know, I've had them for a long time. I thought this was going to be really super easy, and you know, I'll tell you what, it was a lot more difficult than I thought it was, and it took me maybe 2 months to actually solve this thing. You know, I could not wrap my brain around it. You know, and here's a perfect example of underestimating a cube. The only reason I didn't open it was simply because I thought it was going to be really easy, and I'm like, you know, just, I got other cubes to work on, and you know, I'll just keep this on the back burner. I'm sure it's really easy, but picked it up one day, couldn't solve it. 2 months later, finally came up with like a 21 or 24 move algorithm that switched two pieces, and you know, but to sit here and tell you that I'm 100% positive that I can solve this every time, yeah, it's gonna get solved. It will get solved, but it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna take effort, you know. So I'm gonna keep working on this until I get something solid down, but I will end up showing you how to solve this cube, and I'll tell you what, I went through a lot of mental pain, a lot of mental effort to come up with this algorithm, and you know, I will be very glad to share it with you so that you can get it done, and you know, hey, listen, my pain is your gain. You know, that's the way I'm seeing it right here. Okay, so these are all the cubes that we're going to be doing in season 3. You know, and again, I know that, you know, a lot of you guys want to see some more advanced cubes, but you know, just hold on, you know, because we're going to get to them. I will show them to you, but you know, of course, this is BeardedCubing101, and you know, I've already given you quite a bit to some challenging cubes already to work on. So while you're still working on those, we're going to do some fundamental cubes, and then after that, we're going to build into some more advanced cubes. And you know, but we got to get these foundations down correctly, because you know, not everybody is at the same level. Some people are still struggling, you know, with the basic 3x3. You know, so this is going to give people time to catch up. This is going to give people time for what they already did learn to, you know, solidify in their head. And, you know, and this is going to actually introduce you to a whole new world of fundamentals. Okay, so I think you're going to be, happy with all these cubes. I really do. You know, they're really going to set the foundation. Okay, so let's get to the unboxing. Man, I am super thirsty. Oh, 1 second. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's get this over here. All right, so I just got this in the mail today. I don't even know which one it is, but you know, usually I don't do any unboxings. I kind of think they're a waste of time. You know, it's like just showing you a cube that here I'm going to do an unboxing, but I'm not going to show you how to solve the cube. You know, I've never seen the point in that, but I guess unless you're being sponsored, you know, which I am not. Okay. But since I was doing a variety show today, I might as well have thrown this in. Okay, so this is a 3 by 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 by 3 by 7. Okay, my first impressions of it. It turns very smoothly. Yeah, very nice. I like it. Okay, yeah, cool. I like it. It turns real smooth. Doesn't feel like anything's getting locked up, which is a big deal. You know, things that get locked up is a big deal. Okay, cool. 3 by 3 by 7. Awesome cube. Like it a lot. I'll work on that, and we'll definitely do a tutorial on that, you know, soon. Okay, so what else? All right, you know what? Let's go ahead and get into this tutorial with the. I've already kind of showed you this one, no big deal. But we're gonna get into this tutorial with the 2 by 2 by 3, and then we'll wrap that. We'll wrap it up, and then after this, we're gonna get into all these cubes. First thing you want to do with this cube is we're just gonna go ahead and mix this thing up. Yeah, this is a tiny little cube. Right here, I don't know what the deal was, but I don't have any glue. So what I did was I took some, I just took a lighter and melted the plastic inside and stuck this piece on. And hopefully that piece is going to hold these two pieces together. And let's go slow and hopefully it doesn't fall apart on me again. So let's just go ahead and scramble this up. I'm just going to be very careful not to break this thing. Pretty fragile state right now. And this is the first time this has ever fallen apart on me, man. Yeah, not cool, but I mean, all you need is a little bit of glue. Just a dab of glue would get you. But I don't have any glue with me, so we're just gonna do whatever we can here. Okay, so it's pretty well scrambled. So the first thing you want to do is you want to solve for the middle layer here. So this layer right here, right in the middle, and that's really easy. In this case, it's just turn that, and you've got the middle lined up. So that's all you're looking to do is get that middle lined up. Next thing you want to do is find any corner that matches these here. So let's see if any of these match. Oh, how about this one? This one matches. So you have yellow on yellow and green on green. So this corner is good. So we'll start on this, and this is intentionally black up here. So there's no, I don't think that's a sticker. No, there's no sticker on there. They just left it black. So we'll just work on the black side first. So the next piece that we're gonna need is the one that goes next to it. So it's gonna be a green and blue. So let's find that. Well, that's not it. So it's gonna have to be up here. So this is it right here. So we can bring this down to the bottom, turn this off to the side, and bring that back up. So we fixed the middle again, and we just left that blue down here. And let's determine where that goes. Well, obviously it's going to go right there. So we'll just bring this to the back. Well, actually, you know what we're going to do? We're just going to turn this over to the side, bring this down, turn that in, and then turn that up. Okay? So you got these two together. This one just happened to fall into place, which is great. And then we just need one more right here, and it's this one, right? Because that's the only one that's black. We'll put that to the back, okay, right here. And this one here is going to go right there. So we keep it to the back, just like we did before. I'll show you the algorithm again. It's R2U, R2UI, R2. Then we bring it from the back, and we put it to the front, just like that, and do the same algorithm. R2U, R2UI, and R2. Okay, and that brings that up here. So this is done, and now we just have to work on the gray side. So how are we going to get these together here? So what we're going to do is we're going to do the headlight algorithm, R2U, R2UI, R2UI, D, R2UI, R2U, R2. Then we'll bring this D back. We've got a set of headlights right here. Okay. And we can keep it to the left and do the same thing. R2U, R2UI, R2UI, D, R2UI, R2U, R2, and then bring this back. Okay, so that's how you solve this cube. Okay, guys, so now let's get into this methods, right? And it's basically the same thing as a 3x3. No big deal. It's the exact same thing. It just has different kind of shapes to it, and you know, but it moves in the same way. It solves in the exact same way. It turns pretty smooth. You know, I really dig these cutout shapes. You know, I mean, it's real nice. But just go ahead and solve it just like that 3x3, utilizing those 3x3 methods that I showed you in solving cubes is easy, part 1 and part 2. It'll solve the same way. Okay, cool. So that's the methods. Okay, so we'll see you soon, and we'll get into these other cubes that we have featured for season 3. Okay, well, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.